I'm Grady Voigt. I'm a 21-year-old mass communications major at York College. Growing up, it took me a little while to figure out what I wanted to do. I knew I loved acting. I loved being in theater. I loved being in shows. It was always something I was good at. I was the improv president at my high school. Performing in front of people has always come naturally to me. So when it came to figuring out what I wanted to do in college, it seemed like the logical step is something involved with performance. So when it came time to figure out a major in high school, I knew I loved acting. I knew I liked writing too. I was always good at that. I wrote for the teen newspaper in our community called Voices, part of the Reading Eagle. And I found mass communications. It was called different things at different schools, but it combined performing in front of people, writing, video editing, all things I thought were very interesting. So that seemed to be the logical choice, and I've really enjoyed it. I like how in this field you have a lot of career opportunities. And coming up, it's time to figure out what is best for me, because I graduate in a year, which is scary but also pretty cool. They say life is what you put out of it. That's how I felt about my experience here at York College. If you don't get involved, if you don't put yourself out there, it's pretty boring. But you know what? I know people at Penn State that didn't like it because they thought it was boring. It's a huge school. Everyone says it's so exciting. But really, I think it's just what you make of it. I've tried to make the most of my experience here. I'm a member of Tau Kappa Epsilon, my fraternity. I'm very proud of it. I'm very close to all my brothers. It's been a great experience here. I've really enjoyed being in shows at this school. I've been in both theaters, but I really like the playpen, which is a smaller one, a little better, just because you connect with the audience a little more. And also, there's a lot of comedy plays that are done there, and that's usually my strength. I'm good at acting in comedy shows. It's just a little easier for me. This summer I've been given the opportunity to take an internship in Oregon working with my brother-in-law at an advertisement agency. I think that'll be a really good experience. Even though it might not be exactly what I'm going for in my field, it'll still give me a nice paying job, a good internship, and it's definitely things that relate. Communicating with people, helping make videos, that sort of thing. It'll be scary though, because I've always been an hour away from home. I mean, wherever I've lived here, and I've lived in Sinking Spring my whole life, and now I'll be in the other side of the country. But I think it'll be a fun time. I mean, I haven't done it, so I don't know yet, but I think it's a good experience to really get away from what you're comfortable with and figure out who you are. That's a scary part too, because we think we know who we are at this age. We're so young. Like, do I know who I am or what I want out of life? I don't know yet, but I'll have to figure it out. Ultimately, once I get out of here, aside from just making money in my field, my goal, my real dream though, is to be a writer of some sort, hopefully in the entertainment industry. I would love to be a writer for a sitcom or a TV show. It took me really a while to figure that out, that I really wanted to be a writer, but I took a playwriting class last year, and I wrote a few, and one of them was performed by the school during the one acts, and that was a really good experience. Got great feedback, and I just really enjoyed it. That wasn't homework for me. That wasn't work. That was really cool, expressing myself in that way. And I think I have a knack for it. I definitely have a real enjoyment for it. And they say do in life what you love, and I think that's what I love to do. And I think that's, in the next 5 years at least, something I definitely want to be chasing that career path. You know, when it comes to graduating and getting an internship in Oregon and moving out there, am I scared? Yes. Yeah, definitely. But I'm also excited, and I think that's important in life, to find excitement even in things you're afraid of, because the next step is always going to be scary, but to not make that next step just because you're afraid, that's not a life I want to live.